तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः. Vrindavan's experience of Sri Ramakrishna, how he used to enter into repeated ecstasy, and what significance we have in understanding it, an incarnation experiencing his past life as if Ganga Mai used to experience trances. At such times, a great crowd would come to see her. One day, in a state of ecstasy, she climbed on the Hriday's shoulders. She was in ecstatic state. In the ecstatic state, there are various bhavas, the moods they enter into. In overcoming or in adopting, we cannot say adopting also, it is a projection from within. It is a spring up. It's something comes out by itself. Because constantly feeding, if we go on feeding a particular idea, that idea remains alive. And when it is tallying with the reality, even the slightest unreality, any worldly relationship or any worldly thoughts, worldly imaginations will not take you to the transcendental realm, or it doesn't give you a spiritual ecstasy. Maximum you may get lost in daydreaming, but it is not an ecstasy. Ecstasy is where you have forgotten the relative existence and you are entered into either the border or into the realm of the spirit, of the transcendental. Now, when there is a stretch from within, these people, spiritualists, these sadhakas, they go on contemplating on the absolute reality. The unreality of this passing world. From childhood we have seen, where is our childhood? It has gone forever. Where is yesterday? It has gone for. Where is the past moment? It has gone. Just everything is flowing, just like flowing water. River appears to be there, but water is flowing. Vegetation seems to be there. Each plant is appearing, tree is appearing, living for some time and disappearing. Similarly, events are passing. The Buddhism comes with an idea of Kshanabhangura. Every moment, it's a moment joined together. It looks like a continuity, but it's independently originating and destroying. Like they give the example of the fire torch. If you revolve the fire torch at high speed, which our eyes cannot follow, it looks like a circle. Even this small incense stick, or you can take and start revolving it. You see, it looks like a circle. Children during the fire day, crackers, Diwali crackers, they will do with the some fireworks. It looks like a circle. So it is actually every moment, it is passing through every moment, and it looks continuity because our eyes are unable to chase that speed. Similarly, our consciousness is unable to take the count of the passing, originating, and each event is passing event. Each moment is a passing moment. It is appearing and disappearing. But seems to be a continuity, like water in the river. Water is flowing, like that our life is flowing away. Every moment, it looks like a continuity. We are going to live eternal as if. But everything is, our body was born one day. It is moving to every moment towards death. It's going to fall off. But still, the awareness of my existence, my real existence being indestructible, with the fall of the body, I do not get destroyed. That continuity of the self is brought to the bodily level as if my bodily existence is more valid and true. And it is going to continue. This living is going to continue as if these buildings are eternal. But all this time is constantly working. Great buildings are no more now. The ancient monuments are in the breakdown. So everything is a passing. Sarvam Shitilayate. So everything is moving towards its destruction. Finally, the universe itself dissolves away, again appears. So everything is just a constantly changing flux. This universe is a constantly changing flux. Where is the permanency? So we have to, when we are aware of these passing events of life and know that there is a reality, eternal, unchanging substance, because there is an unchanging, I am seeing the change. Where is that unchanging? Is within me. I am seeing the change because I am standing on the bank, that's why I am able to see the river flowing. If I run with the water, then water is stagnant for me. A train is there, another train is by the side, they are going in the same speed. The train looks like a vehicle without moving, immovable, because it is with me, it is moving. At the same time, if I am stagnant and another vehicle is moving in reverse way, I am seeing only vehicle and nothing else. It looks as if I am moving and that is stationary. Another train is stationary, my train has started moving. It is relative understanding. So there must be a partially or totally stagnant thing behind a movement. If anything is moving, something, I must be less speed than it, or I must be more immovable. So less speed, less speed, less speed. If I go on calculate, ultimately there is one immovable, unchanging, eternal reality where time doesn't act, where space doesn't act, there is causation doesn't act. There is one unchanging reality. So this we see in our lives, that when changing is known, the unchanging is experienced. This unchanging is constantly, these sadhakas, they constantly go on thinking about the unchanging reality. What is real reality? This changing is, it has no existence. It appears to exist because it is changing. Every moment it is changing. How can you say it is real? A changing cannot be real. So reality doesn't change. So because of this constant unchanging reality, the eternity, the Leela of the God is eternally going on. God, anything connected with me, spiritual, I am passing through various lives. The passing of life, there is an unchanging, unpassing, unmoving witness within. That I become aware. So the whole thing, all jivas are coming and going. God appearing on the earth, His Leela, the whole thing that has went on, I can enter into any time past and witness the same real reality. I can enter the transcendental realm within me and see the same Leela going on. When Puranas were written, the sages could enter into the past, live there, witness it, and write it. Not only at the physical level of our existence, but at the cosmic level. The Durga Saptashati and all, they happen at the cosmic level, not at the our relative existence. A part of it, the universe has innumerable dimensions. We are in the micro level of existence. There is macro level of existence. There is the beyond unchanging. So they could witness what has happened being in the past. And it is possible. Because it is connected with the unchanging eternal reality. It is connected with God. My life appears and disappears forever. But now water is constantly falling as rain. It is flowing down back to the ocean. Again, the cycle is going on. The rain, flow, evaporating, the whole process is changing and unreal. But water is real, which is undergoing. Because real water is there, undergoing is there. So here we see the water is real. So the Krishna and Krishna Leela, the Leela is happening within the time and space limits of the unchanging eternal reality. As self, I am unchanging eternal reality. As bodily existence, I am a part of the cosmic existence. When God comes and takes the form as Avatara, He is at the same time He is the Lord of the universe, and He knows He is inseparable from the Absolute, and His bodily existence is Shuddha Sattva Pradhana. Ours is Malina Sattva Pradhana. In this bodily existence, there is Rajas and Tamas. This is Tama Pradhana. That is Shuddha Sattva Pradhana. Shuddha Sattva means where there is no Rajas and Tamas. It is there to exhibit, not to experience or participate. There is no existence. It is just appearance. Sri Ramakrishna gives the example of burnt rope. Burnt rope, light the rope from one end, as it goes on burning. After it gets burnt, the shape of the rope is as it is, but you cannot bind with it. You can blow it off. If you do, it will fly away. A rope has its form, but my existence is like that. But God's existence is not like that. When He takes the Leela Vigraha, it is Shuddha Sattva Pradhana, and it is eternally there as we can experience the Leela again happening in our own and get identified with it, participate in the whole Leela again. Now Ramakrishna came and went, it did not end. But we people, we are the followers, we appear and disappear. We may merge back in the reality, going back to the source, we'll be liberated. But my existence, my whole life which I spent since I came into the creation until I went back to the source, what all happened is going to be erased forever. But when Leela appears, it is going to be there for eternity. Anybody can enter into that past and experience it. because it is beyond time but appearing within the time. We are within the time and appearing within the time. They are beyond the time and appearing in the time. So, beyond is there as it is. So, that is why we call it Leela. Leela it is a divine play. So, Leela will continue to exist. Now, when the Ganga Mai climbed on the shoulders of our Hridaya, on some days Ganga Mai climbed the Hridaya's shoulders. When Ganga Mai climbed, she is in ecstatic state, identified with one of the aspects of Gopala. She has, because only Gopala's body, Radha's body, they are eternal, unchanging realities. Now, when she is identified, a Gopala is climbing on a calf or on something or a horse, then we see that she is in that same state of identification. Same state of identification, and she has only one object there, and she is identifying that object as a calf or a horse or a pony on which Krishna is climbing. The whole bhava is expressed there, and how beautiful you see. And she is undergoing that experience of being with the Lord or being identified with the Lord. So it looks funny, but there is a great reality in it. It is experiencing the Leela of the past in the present. I did not want to leave her and return to Calcutta because we don't find, maximum we can get in this world is satsanga, company of holy men. And company of realized soul is very rare, and company of those who now and then enter into ecstasy is almost unseen by the world. They may hide somewhere here, there unknown to the people. Maybe it is like a fruit hidden behind the leaves, not purposefully, but it has not come into the public notice. Now, Meera, Tulsidas, thousands of people like Meera, thousands of Meeras came and went away, unnoticed by the world. One Meera was brought before the world to show an example. One Tulsidas was brought into the world before the people. Thousands attained Rama and went away. Thousands attained Krishna and went away. But you see, this continues. So, when he has seen a devotee who is constantly entering into ecstasy now and then, who is entering into transcendental realm, beyond the nature, unbound by the nature, totally free, for eternally free, that soul still in the body. And Sri Ramakrishna Avatara, he wants every jiva to attain that state of eternal freedom, unchanging freedom. Sri Ramakrishna, the purpose for which Sri Ramakrishna has come. Will he be able to leave that person and go away? How much longing might be there in his heart to be with such people? When he used to climb the Kothi building and weep, "Where are you, my children? Come, come. I am fed up of hearing the words of the world. Constantly, all people are talking worldly thoughts and worldly things. My ears have become deaf. Where are you? Where are you? When he was crying and calling those pure, untouched by the world, he was calling those people. What was his anguish in the heart? And when he finds it, what will be the joy? And they separate. And the thought of separation never comes. Gangai Mai used to, I did not want to leave her and return to Calcutta. Everything was arranged for me to stay with her. How beautiful you say. Another Leela is going on. I was to eat boiled rice, double boiled rice. And we were being, we were to have our beds on either side of the cottage. All arrangements had been made when Hriday said, "You have such weak stomach, who will look after you?" "Why?" said Gangamai. "I shall look after him. I will nurse him." As Hriday dragged me with one hand, she by the other, I remembered my mother, who was then living alone here in Nabat of the temple garden. I found it impossible to stay away from her and said to Gangamai, "No, I must go. I loved the atmosphere of Vrindavan." Now you see how Sri Ramakrishna, completely given to God, completely given himself to the world for the welfare, is playing the divine play. Divine play is going on. And his inability to leave the real is in the world. Now, as Gangamai, who is able to enter into transcendental and come back. And he is one who is the organizer of this universe, the originator of the universe, controller, and who retrieves the universe back to the causal state. He is there, and one who enters that realm beyond the universe is there. And the Leela is going on. They want to live together now. Because both belong to the same realm of the transcendental. She is also totally free from Prakriti. He is the Lord of the Prakriti. She is free from Prakriti. So, now this Leela is going on, that they don't want to live, they want to live in one place now. Suddenly he remembers. One hand Hriday is pulling, other hand she is pulling. "No, you have to stay here." He says, "No, we have to go now." There is no need to go. But one thought of his mother says, "She is living alone there. I have to go back." Here you see many things in Sri Ramakrishna's sudden decision, sudden remembering the mother. His whole life, since birth till the last moment, with the same word, mother, the Kali, 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 he leaves the body. He comes to this world smeared with ash, they find him. When after the coming out, the baby was searched to attend to the mother and see the child has moved away, rolled down into the ash pit where the fire was being burnt. In that room, she got the delivery. And there we see him smeared with ash, is lying on the floor. As the one totally given to nature. See, the sadhus wearing ash is a sign that body is just a ash. Last what remains is ash. Body doesn't have its real existence. It is subjected to birth and death. Similarly, the Vaishnavas keep Gopi Chandana, which is a mud, a particular body is mud. So the denial of the eternity and existence of this body is done with these. Sri Ramakrishna comes and the smearing of the body with the ash indicates his denial of possessing a body. His denial of the possessing of body. As if he says, I am not this body. Madalasa gives that knowledge to her child, newborn child. When child is weeping, she is putting in the cradle and swinging. Kim nama rodisi. Why are you weeping, my child? You are nityosi, buddhosi, niranjanosi. They all mothers, they make the senses activate to make him Bahirmukha. They take some plague articles, make gil 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 sound. The child will start seeing, his senses are becoming activated, it is moving towards the world. But one mother was there, Madalasa, who made the child inward vision. Turn inward, my child, look at yourself. You are independent of body, why are you weeping for? Just because you have covered yourself with a body, is it proper for you to weep? So, the Antarmukha, Sri Ramakrishna, when he is born, he is exhibiting, I am not this body. I have taken a body and come for your sake. The divine place beginning with that understanding. The knowledge which Krishna gives to Arjuna, one who is immersed in despondency, immersed in despondency. To him, Sankhya Yoga, Krishna begins with Sankhya Yoga, the knowledge of the self, the ultimate knowledge of the self. Look here, you are not body, what are you weeping for? What is this? You are telling these kings and all, whom you are thinking is going to die away, you are going to kill. What is this? Your imagination. Neither they were there, there was no time that they were not there. Before they took up the body, they were there. Now also they are there with the body. After they leave the body, they continue to exist. Just they are covering with a body, leaving the body and going away. For that sake, should you give up your dharma? What is your duty of life? So here we see Krishna reminding him of the self. Here also we see that the whole thing, when he remembers the mother, coming back to the mothers, he comes with the whole life his support is that mother. Especially the physical mother, he held in highest respect because, and in our Ramakrishna tradition, the mother, physical mother, is given the highest position because it is that mother that a sannyasi or a sadhaka is going to see in every mother. The mother understanding must be very clear, and it is kept in the highest pedestal of equating that physical mother to the mother of the universe. It is her manifestation as a woman that is making her give birth to a child. And this mother, when equated, when we are identifying with that one and seeing all women as the representation of mother, I have experienced mother only with the physical mother, and extending to the highest level of mother of the universe and descending it to the all women flock in this universe. Every feminine aspect in the nature is seen as that mother. And that mother, the basis, the center, the core on which the whole my life is based, Sri Ramakrishna's life is based, was that mother. And from there, the whole like a hub and the spokes are spreading. His life is there. If that is given up, the platform is lost. So we see that the thought of mother brings him back. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.